It's week 8 of the National Football League, and our focus is on the Lions' Offensive Player of the Year.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Daniels looking to throw. And that's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
To the air goes Daniels. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at the 43. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Jets offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You talk about this Lions defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hall on a give up the middle. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Now Daniels. That one taken in by Corley. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Daniels. That is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Here's Daniels. And that's complete to Adams. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offense.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. They'll
look to throw here on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll run. It's Barner. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They run again with Barner. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are once again back in front. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 10-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Daniels from the gun on third down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got this down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Sam Laporta.
27 yards.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey Good with a PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing quickly to Wilson.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Second down and inches. And check down, complete to Hall.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we reach half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Haason Reddick. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. They got to.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
86. 1st and goal, Detroit.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That's a big number. It is going to be touchdown pass number 50 for him on the year. Just 5 shy now of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for most touchdown passes in one season. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. New York ready to go again offensively. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Ball has it knocked loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Give them 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
It is caught by Shaheed. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Hall to start the drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Now they can't bring him down. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Jets offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
First target, first catch, and a first down. They run it with Hall off the option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To the air goes Daniels. He completes it to Wilson. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Daniels looking to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Daniels. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Daniels. This completes a Corley. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Here's Daniels. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, David Edwards.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go now. Hey, hey, unlock line. Alert, alert.
Now a carry for Allen. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Here we go, Shaq.
Looking to throw.
That's complete to Laporta.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
To throw is Daniels. That one taken in by Corley.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw again. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Floating one, incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, here's Daniels.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now
He's got a man complete.
He's to the 15.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games